Well, what is up, beautiful people of YouTube? My name is Jerutastic, and welcome back to another episode of Tropico 6 Sandbox gameplay on our Money Island / Capitalist Island. Today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be focusing on a very specific theme, very specific task, that being happiness. Now, we got to the million, and obviously the main point of this island is to make money. It's not so much about happiness. We said if happiness comes along, that's great, but if it doesn't come along, then that's fine. But at the same token, at the same time, when we look at the economy, we are somewhat of a smaller island. We're at 871 people. We don't have a lot of unemployed. We don't have a lot of homeless. We are good to go. To have actually this type of economy with just 870 people on the island is pretty nice and pretty successful. So what we're going to do right now is focus on happiness. We don't want to expand too quickly because that's how people go bankrupt and lose all their money. And budgets might make us lose a little bit of money and a little bit in the gain. But right now, since we have a stable economy somewhat, let's focus on the happiness. Housing happiness is low. Job happiness is low, and just overall happiness is low. So the main two things we're going to focus on is housing happiness and job happiness today. Now this is very convenient for a lot of people that I know ask me a lot of questions about the job happiness and house happiness or the home happiness in Tropico. This is going to be very convenient because I'll show you how to do things in Tropico 6 to make your housing happiness and your food happiness up and just raise your overall happiness. Now, of course, it's not a how-to episode. It's just an episode in the season. But if you just want to watch it to get that idea, I will try to explain it as my best as possible. But again, keep in mind, this is not necessarily a how-to episode. We're just going on with the season. Obviously, one of the things that we can control is the food happiness, which we can go ahead and play or lay another couple of grocery stores. Let's take a look at the grocery stores we have. Hopefully, we have enough, or hopefully we have... let's see, food coverage. There it is. Let's take a look. So there's one grocery store here. So basically there's only one on the, let's just say, the west side of the island. And there is, I should have one more. I know I have one more. Maybe that's why our food happiness is not really as high as we'd like it to be. I know the mall provides food happiness as well, but I believe I built another one and I'm not sure where it went. Oh, there it is. So there's one here. Obviously, this one has a lot of demand because that's where majority of the houses are. So we can go ahead and build another one around here and kind of make it work out a little bit. Maybe in front of this parking garage too. Even though it's kind of quote-unquote tourist areas. Building a... Oh boy. How am I going to do this? Building another one of those around here is not going to hurt us at all. It's not going to hurt us at all, but... at the same time, I want it to face the right way. So, I mean, we got 3 more points to fulfill the promise or the campaign promise. So that's what we're going to do. And why not? And why not? Hardy's doing this good and this good. Well, this one is actually not good. So one is good. The other one is not so good. We'll keep it for right now. Let's go ahead and put it here. There's a lot of houses here. We'll have it be their friendly grocery store of the neighborhood right here. So we'll put it right here. By the way, I've been thinking about City Skylines. I know a lot of you guys over the years have said City Skylines. I think I'd like to watch you play City Skylines. I've been thinking about it. I never actually played City Skylines without like unlimited money like I have with Tropico. So I'm very naive when it comes to how to do all this stuff. I just wanted to build cities and keep going with it. So I never really actually built that. So that's the thing. Now, when it comes to housing happiness, it's pretty clear what we need to do. We need to obviously raise the budgets, which we can do right now. Let's go ahead and raise the budgets on all the homes. Boom, housing quality just jumped up. What happened here? Black Sea. Let's take a look what he's saying. The price of exports routes with Russia and the Middle East are increased by 15%. Okay, that's all I needed to know, Penultimo. I don't need a whole spiel. Just give me, I'm a busy man, Penultimo. Give me what I need to do. Like I was saying now, we just bounced up the housing happiness here. As you can see, it went from a 64 to 106 just like that. So obviously that's gonna raise the budget on them a little bit. It's gonna cost us a little more money. We can go with the show off that increases the upkeep and all that good stuff. Let's actually go ahead and start researching that. And let's keep in mind 55 is when we're starting this episode. Let's get it to at least 60 hopefully. Obviously you can't just get it that fast, that quick all the time. But let's go ahead and research the houses. Here it is. We'll put that next up. This one is almost done anyways. So that's pretty nice right there. That's pretty nice. Now let's take a look at tenements. They're about a 4. But the housing quality for some of them is going to be really low because it is a tenement. So let's go ahead and try to raise the housing budget, all of them, to a 66. And we could go ahead, increase the housing quality, decreases the crime safety, but they increase the upkeep. That's a gamble I'm willing to take on. Let's go ahead and do that. So now we went from a 44 to a 79 on this. And obviously it also depends on where they're located. Not all of them are going to have the same exact ones. If you have it in a really not so desirable area or an area with not a lot of beauty, it's going to be a little less. Looks like for the most part these are all the same on this island, but it's not always like that. It's not going to be always like that. So there we go. We've done that. We've done that. Let's go ahead and raise this up a little bit. So that should help us with the housing happiness a little bit. And that should be very, very convenient. Next up is the bunkhouses, which are already maxed, but bunkhouses, there's only so much you can do. The next step you could do is the electrification, but as you can see, a building requires 8 megawatts. So in order for us to really go with the housing happiness and even some of the job happiness, we're going to need more solar power plants. Let's take a look at how much people we have here. From the unemployed, we got 5 in high school, which these take high school from. Yep, so we got 5 in high school. Man, I wish I didn't build a street like this, but we're already there. So we can build another one over here, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Is build another solar power plant, and once again, it's all gonna really tie into the house happiness and the job happiness that we're focused on right now. So that's not really something that I'm hesitant to do at all. And here we are. It's of course gonna cost us a little bit of money once we do the upgrades in it, but it is an essential expense. High rebel threat, I'm not sure why it went up, but nevertheless we are working and we're trying. Whoa, did housing happiness already? So it went from 55 to 57. Now the lowest is going to be job happiness, which we're going to try to tackle on next. But let me just focus on one thing at a time. And obviously once the housing happiness increases, or once that power plant opens up, we're going to go ahead and try to electrify some of these buildings. Let's go ahead and put just a parking garage here, just in case that's why they're not coming to it yet. Put the surveillance camera, obviously, and we're good to go. All right, the power plant is open. Let's go ahead and just raise it, because the more we raise it, the more network balance we'll have, and increases the solar power plant by 10%. We're going to go ahead and take that, obviously, and now we can go ahead and gamble on electrifying some of these buildings. Oh boy, so let's take a look real quick before we go, because we're going to need to also save. So we got about 1,100 megawatts in the reserves. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do that. Bam. So these have been electrified, and normal maintenance, show off is being researched. These have been electrified, all of them, and now this one, of course, we're gonna have to electrify it as well. So gonna be electrified all over. Now this one went up from 79 to 94. Remember, we started there, and this one was a 44. Now it's 63. Again, it is a bunkhouse. There's only so much you can do. Let's take a look at the housing happiness real quick. And just like that, we went from a 55, and our goal was a 60, and now we're at a 63. As you can see, it's going up. So that's very, very good to hear. That's amazing to hear. I'm liking that. I am liking that at all. Now let's go ahead and just take a look at our homelessness. Is there any vacant homes? There's a lot of vacant homes that range from poor to well off. Well, not really a lot, but there are definitely poor homes, and looks like 2 families that are poor that need houses right now. So we're not gonna worry about that right now. We're not gonna build any more houses. That should be good enough. The food happiness is still teetering off. I don't like where it's going right now, to be honest with you. I think it should be a little higher. This one, how is this one doing? This one is not doing. It has a lot of goods in, but they're not coming in. So let's focus now on a job happiness. Obviously, job happiness goes without saying. You just need to increase the budget for them, and that's what we're going to try to do right now. Here we go, increase the budget here. Obviously, these are always been increased. Police station, let's increase the budget to max. Bus station, increase the budget to max. I mean, and that's kind of what we're doing here. And this is a step that I always say, since this is kind of a / how-to, even though it's not really a how-to episode. This is something that I always tell people that you know, don't do this if you don't have the money for it, or you don't have the demand for it right now, because we're a money island. Technically it would make more sense for us to raise the budgets, because we want efficiency out of it. So that's what we're doing right now. So you don't have to do these steps, and make sure you don't do this step unless you can really afford it. And right now I feel like our economy, for the size of the island that we have, we're not really growing fast as far as population. We can afford to do this type of stuff, and we can afford to go with the job quality up. So now it's 57, and let's just go for a 62, a 5-point increase in it, and hopefully we get that. Obviously Teamsters office are a big part of it, and you kind of have to focus on what you know. There's a lot of people like construction offices. I know we have a lot of construction offices, so if we raise all of them, then we're good to go. Ignore safety regulations. We can go ahead and, well, it doesn't really affect job happiness, so we're not gonna touch that right now, but we will go ahead and open more hands in one of them in case we do have uneducated workers that want to go in. Go ahead, raise this, and that's kind of what we're doing right here. Of course, for buildings that make you money off the jump, make sure the happiness is raised, or the budget is raised all the way, or the wages is raised all the way from the beginning, because the more it is raised, the more money they'll make you, and it's just, you know, simple mathematics there. So this one, we could go ahead and raise it, even though I don't know what it is about circuses in Tropico 6. It's always good like the first 10-15 years of your island, and then boom, it just goes down. And if anybody knows why, let me know. I know you need to fulfill the demands of the people, or like if the people like it, they'll come, and if, you know, it has to have that certain type of people there and all this stuff. But I don't know. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why that is. So stuff like ranches for sure we're gonna raise. And let's just keep taking a look around. I think for the most part we got everything. Military, I'm not really concerned about raising their happiness right now. We don't even have that much military in the island, but like, you know, factory workers, of course. So the vehicle factory is good. Cigar factory, let's go ahead and raise it. Plantations should be already raised. I always raise them from the get-go. Looks like this one isn't. One of them wasn't. Which one was it? I swear I saw one of them was not raised, so I'm trying to figure out which one it was. Looks like I'm just seeing things. That's probably what it is. Oh, it looks like country houses here are not raised all the way. Let's go ahead and raise them up. Little Eden, yep. Not sure I want to electrify, but let's just go ahead and electrify to help our happiness a little bit. The food happiness is climbing up slowly but surely. There's nothing much I can do. There's 3 grocery stores and a mall for a population of 880 almost. There's not much else I can do. What's going on here? Is there? Oh, what is this? Oh, I don't think what is going on here? Overwhelmed by car requests. You know, I don't think I've seen that before. I mean, there's a garage down here though. I'm not sure I want to build another one. There's one down here. There's one here. Where do you want this? I'm not gonna fill this whole area like a block or 2 blocks with 3 parking ramps. I mean, I'm not gonna do that, that's for sure. So looks like they got it figured out anyways. How is this doing? Again, the nightclubs are not doing as hot as I thought in this island, but once again, it could be due to the population. Mansions are not doing good, maybe because again, the housing happiness. So we raised that up for them. Ooh, the restaurants, we're definitely gonna raise that up. These guys don't really get paid a lot. Apartment, we're gonna raise that up. Grocery store should be raised up. Colleges, how are they doing? Boom, raise it up. High schools, raise it up, which actually speaks. I do need another college, and I do need another religious building somewhere around here, because cathedral's full, the church is full. It wouldn't hurt to build another cathedral, maybe in this vicinity. I think this is a good spot for it right here. Oh no, that's a church. We need a. Should I go church or cathedral? The reason why I want to go cathedral, because the unemployed ones I have are mostly college kids. So, you know, I keep that in mind, and that's one thing you should do to keep your island good is just keep those numbers in your mind. If you don't have to memorize them, the almanac is there for you. But, you know, a church is less expensive, but the more job demands I have right now are for my college educated folks. So we'll build a cathedral here, and cathedrals usually are always going to be a hit. That's just how it goes. Oh, and it looks like the housing one is done. So we go ahead and go to the show off. Increases the upkeep by 10%, but increases the beauty by 5%. And it should not hurt the housing beauty or the general housing happiness of it. So we're building this up. Let's go ahead and raise it up to maximum priority right now, since there's really nothing else going on taking place. Our banks are doing good. Let's go ahead and raise the budget up on them as well. So all the banks are raising the budget. Since now we have our housing electrified, another way you can make money off of it is there's actually an office building work mode. I don't know if we have it yet, but it generates money based on how many people are living in electrified houses in your island. And we obviously have now, which is here. The office generates 75 cents on base efficiency per citizen. No, not this one. Where was it? There was one here. I swear there was one here. Residential area except shacks. Am I not seeing it? What? I swear there was a mode. Was it, or was it the TV station? Which one am I thinking of? Pay TV. Oh, there it is. It is that station. So you earn $10 for each citizen living in electrified buildings, and the vicinity increases liberty by 5. I'm not You know, we are focused on happiness, but I'm also focused on getting money. So let's go ahead and make that money up. Because if we talk about citizens living electrified, all of these people living in electrified houses, so that's going to make us quite good money there. And it could break our losses a little bit from this. Let's take a look at our money. As far as money, actually, we're still the same. It looks like the housing upkeeps haven't really hit us that hard yet. I figured they're probably gonna hit us more. We're still staggering around the 1.14 million, where we started, I think, 1.17 million when we started this episode. Of course, the guerrilla attacks just keep happening. It's annoying as heck. Can't do anything about it. It is what it is. We just gotta keep it going. So now we got also hospitals that we forgot to raise the budget on. Now, of course, is gonna help with the job happiness. Looks like job happiness not really moving up as much as I thought I would like. It's not dipping down for sure, but I think it was 75 and we're still 75. Look at housing. Went up from 55 to a 75 just like that. Of course, we are working on faith right now. We just built another cathedral for them that should be getting populated somewhat soon. And so we have a few churches option we can build around here as well. Just kind of as a second option for them. We can build one here. I don't mind doing that. So let's go ahead and build a church over here. Put it in max priority. For building, this is good, and the college people should be filling this up. So it looks like it's filled up, and unemployment is a little still college, mostly college folks. They want us to build another college, but the reason why I'm not building another college is because, well, this college is, there's not really people working there, but this college has never really been filled up every time I checked up on it. So that's why I'm not really rushing and building it. And right now, I like to take an episode in every one of my seasons where I just do this type of stuff, focus on happiness, focus on policies, focus on edicts, and just go from there. And speaking of edicts, let's see what we got here. Legalized substance, something we can definitely do right now, but let's hold on it because it does decrease the conservative standings by 15 and the religious by 20. That's a big hit for us. Contraception ban, however, at the same side. Intellectual is going to be decreased by 20, but increases religious by 25. It does increase the birth rate by 60%, and maybe a population boom is what's needed at this moment because our population is not really moving that heavily. So that is an order I will sign because we need to expand. Obviously, I'm happy where we're at right now, but we need to expand. And by expand, I mean come over here. Let's take a look at social. I know it's gonna decrease. Retirees and adult students receive 60% average wage paid in Tropico, currently $10. Recipients have increased personal experience by 5. Standings with communists increased by 8. Standing with capitalists decreased by 12. Remember, we are a capitalist island, so we don't want to piss the capitalists off. Increases the efficiency of all taverns and cocktail bars by 10. I hate that National Day only affects taverns and cocktail bars. I really don't like that. But it decreases crime safety and decreases religious standings. Let's take a look at our standings in general here instead of guessing back and forth. And before we do that, let's see what else can we do here. Spelling bee, yes, let's take that. Looks like that's already researched. College, we'll take that. Cathedral, we'll take that. Let's take a look at standings briefly here and see where we're at with the standings and all that good stuff. Overall happiness jumped up, I believe, just 1 point. We were at 69 and now it's at 70. Housing or job happiness have not jumped up at all. I'm not sure what else you guys want me to do. You know, for the jobs that you guys have, I mean, we can look at work modes in just a second, but let's take a look at faction happiness and who likes us and who does not. Intellectuals hate us. The religious are okay with us. Capitalists don't really like us that much. Interesting. The capitalists don't really like us a whole lot. I'm not sure why, but they don't really like us that much. Either way, now what we need to take a look at is the work modes to increase the job happiness. So we raised the budgets that didn't help. Now we'll take a look at the work modes or the upgrades. So increases efficiency, blah blah blah. We'll take that. Of course, it's not gonna hurt us. Increases upkeeps of ranches. We'll take that. It's not gonna hurt us. I'm trying to find stuff that's gonna increase job happiness. It looks like there's not really. Increases efficiency by 50%. I'll take that though. Let's take a look at this. Automated lines removes 2 job positions but increases. That's something I can do. Increases output. Increases input is decreased by 20. The building requires an additional. Yep, we'll take that. Building requires an additional 30 megawatts. The efficiency is increased. Let me take a look here. So job quality is at 6 to 8. Let's say we hit something like increase the efficiency or remove 2 positions, or we did this machine shoppers, for example. Let's say we hit this. And looks like it does not really increase the job happiness. Just wanted to give it a shot. Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and raise this up. That's what he got. Not crackers. Gets additional. No, nothing to do with that. And over here has nothing to do with that. Let's go ahead and raise the job happiness here. The building requires 80 megawatts of electrical power, but it decreases the coal consumption by 50%. I feel like that's good, but the electricity that we're going to be spending on that is a hefty price. But we do need to decrease the coal consumption because we're not really, I don't think we're sitting on that much coal anyways. Let's go ahead and do that. Bam. It's not so much the money that we're worried about in that one. We're worried more about the electricity that we're just spending. 91,000 from, I would have loved to see what was there. That's a big money move right there. Okay, let's keep going here. Company car. This increases their job quality already. I knew that. Removes 2 job positions. No. I don't want to remove job positions right now. I want to keep them. We're not there. Oh, here we go. This one could be increased. Bigger tanks. Increases efficiency. The fish farm's unaffected. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we'll take that. Let's raise those up too. Small partial increases job quality. There we go. There's finally a job quality one. And let's raise it up. And there's one here. Increases efficiency. There's not a job quality one here. And this one, unfortunately. Some of them do, some of them don't. That's why I'm going one by one. So like I said, some might do and some might not. And that's exactly why we're going by one. And looks like there's not really much here. We're going to go ahead and just raise the budget for the military buildings. Why the heck not? I'm not sure I want to do that. The 20,000 investment on a military base that we're not using right now anyways. Who knows, we might need to use it or not down the road. I'm not sure, but right now we are not using it. Alright, banana deal is done. This is something I want to take a look at. How can we go an episode without doing that? We do have one available trade license that we can buy as well that we will buy right now. I do want to get something exported in as bananas or something if it's a cheap price. Let's take a look here. I want to get an export deal and an import deal. Let's take a look at a good import deal. Coal looks like a good deal from the US. That's one thing that's something we'll take because we are using coal for the vehicle factory, so that's something that I will take. Bam, sign, no questions about it. Let's go ahead and buy our last license trade and see what kind of exports we can do. Let's take a look at what we have for exports anyways. Cheese, meat, cigars, cars, boats are I don't know why I had 2. That must have been a brain fart in pharmaceuticals. So I'm not seeing rum in there. If we see a good rum one, that's something we can do. Furniture, we don't have any furniture one right now. Jewelry, we do have jewelry, and we don't have jewelry here, but we do have a jewelry. Juice, do we have juice? Because juice is something that we are producing a lot of. Let's go ahead and sign that deal then. And damn, logs are 107% above price market. But so we got that. We're good to go there. It's very good to remember to go ahead and let's go ahead and just praise China for the heck of it, and the EU and the Middle East, just to raise our awareness up or our standings up. It's very good to remember that, you know, with import deals can make you just as much money as exporting stuff. So you don't always have to export. Importing could help out as well. So this shopping mall is doing good. Let's take a look at a TV station. Oh, boats are done now. Okay, good. So we are, I guess, producing boats, but we do have another deal going for them. So let's go ahead and take a look at what else we can do here. Rubber, rum, there's, woo, at 111% more. Of course, sign me up. Sign me up. I wish it was even more than that. I'm going to take the max one. So we're good there. Rum is one of them things that we're just going to keep producing. Oh, and how could I forget about my rum people? How can I forget about that? Let's see, work modes. Is there anything here about job quality? No, there is not. Let's take a look at the TV station. That's what I was going to take a look at. How much money is it making us since we did it? Well, we were, so it's giving you income last month, but we were at negative 26,000 in lifetime expenses. So we're starting to kind of dig in the expenses that we spent on it, and I'm all right with that. Let's take a look. Job happiness, it just went up 2 points. Once again, we are all full budgets. We've done every work mode that we could do, but there's one way you can look at it as well. I believe there should be a place here for the overall happiness of ours compared to Caribbean. We're at 72 compared to 71 of the surrounding nations. That's how they calculate it. So that's good. Crime safety is one that we can work out right now as well. Look at housing happiness, already in the 80s, just jumped up. Fun happiness is all right. Food happiness is jumped up as well. We're at 75 right now. Healthcare is good. Overall happiness jumped up as well from about 3 points. Now we're going to take a look at crime safety. Why not? Kind of our time to, like I said, reset and all this stuff. Vacant jobs. Wow, we do have a lot of vacant jobs. So that's a little worrisome. But before we do actually that, let's go ahead and build. I'm going to go ahead and put that up. But of course, nobody's coming in here really. Let's go ahead and put that up. I do want to build another high school around here. There we go. This area's becoming its own little block. I do want to put a park here and a little park over here. Nice. So what we're gonna do, man, I forgot what I was gonna do, to be honest with you guys. I forgot what I was going to do, and that's not good at all. Oh, police stations. There it is. I just had to crack my neck to figure that out. Let's go ahead and put a police station here. It's gonna be right there. Yep. Is there one around here? Just want to make sure there's not one around here, or like right in the general area. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it right here. Since we have a high school, we got tenements here. So there's a police station there. We can put one around here as well. Again, I like to. I'm a statistics guy. I like to kind of keep in mind how much we're at 62 right now. Let's go ahead and put one around here. Can we put one around here? Maybe not. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. So that's good. That's good. That's good. We're gonna start building on that, and that's kind of what we're trying to do here, ladies and gentlemen. Is we're trying to increase the happiness bit by bit. Obviously, it's not gonna be done one point, but this episode I just wanted to focus more on happiness and not just expand. Obviously, despite everything that we've raised, despite all the expenses that we've added on, our economy is still lingering very, very healthy. As you can see here, it's actually growing by a lot, so that's very, very good to hear. But of course, some of these have to do with the export bonuses that we got done, because we got done with 2 trade deals. So that's very, very good. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this, taught you something. If you're new, if you're just here to figure out how to increase, happiness and what to focus on, I hope that did teach you something. But besides that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Tropico 6 Sandbox Gameplay. It would really, really mean a lot to me if you guys hit the like button and reach a like goal for this episode, which is 20. And it would mean even more to me if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. This is what we do. We have fun. We like to do strategy games, GTA 5 mods games, Call of Duty games, but the main, you can always bet there will always be something Tropico 6 or Tropico related on this channel, because that's just the love of my life. And that's just what I do. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for watching. My name is Jerutastic, and I am out.